Hello! That's miles better. There we go. Had to reset my internet. We've got the penalties on for the FA Cup final. Chelsea are about to take the first one. And he scored it. And my internet's gone terrible again. But we're back on green. There we go. We'll see what happens. I'm sure we'll be okay. The football's much louder in your ear holes than the films are.
I just got notified.
Oh, I thought he'd saved it then. Ho ho ho! I thought he got his hands to that.
Is anyone else watching the football?
Sorry, what?
Is anyone else watching the football?
Not that I'm aware of.
No? Okay.
Bloody typical, innit? Set it for 7:30 so that we can miss Eurovision and the football's still on. I saved it. Oh dear. Might be it then. We hit the post. Pillock. Oh dear. There you go. I think my internet's thinking out. Evened itself out. Sarah says who's playing? It's the FA Cup final, so it's Liverpool versus Chelsea. Tiny run up here. Bloody hell. That's good. Internet looks fine. I just have to remember to reset it before I go, before I stream.
We say that every time.
It is quite noisy, to be fair. I know, I say it all the time. There you go, that's gone in. Hello, Canadian. Oh, I thought he was going to save that. Beyond the Grasp of Mendy sounds like a biblical film.
Or a transcript from a court case.
Yeah. You could have had that. Oh, fingers again.
Court case again.
He's going to sky this one. You watch. Oh no, he scored it. Sarah wants to know if you've made hummus yet.
No,
No, not yet.
I forgot.
My mum and dad met on FA Cup final in 1974.
In the crowd,
Liverpool Newcastle, I believe.
in a pub, watching it.
Yeah, I think so. I believe that they briefly met the week before, but properly met the week after. If that makes sense.
Mm.
Well, looks like it's Liverpool's. Upon us watching this, both Alan Shearer and Micah Richards said it'd be a draw at full time, a draw at extra time, and Liverpool would win it on penalties. We might as well have just fast forwarded straight to this. Bloody hell, he's missed a load in recently, Jorginho. Must be going through his mind. Does his weird little funny stupid run up. Oh, which he didn't this time. I remember watching that in the Avenue pub, the 2001 Arsenal Liverpool FA Cup final. He saved it! Oh my god! It continues. Unbelievable. Some pricks throwing a flare on. Well, clearly it should. It's right the way over there. It doesn't need to be removed, does it? It's in. I know, basically, I almost drunk my pint just watching the penalties. It's shifted and you can feel it, Jermaine Jenis has just said. And I hope he means the football match. He's going to sky it. He's going to hit the post. He's going to miss. He's going to save it. Or score it, obviously. You probably are. He's just said it's had everything, hasn't it? Apart from any goals during the game. Saved it. That's it. That'll be it. Nice. Hello on the river. I'm assuming watching me, not watching the FA Cup final. I mean, he's going to score this, isn't he? There's no way they're going to both miss and there you go. Liverpool have just won the FA Cup. And now, obviously, I can't sit here and watch them celebrating. Oh, fair enough. That's probably more exciting.
Liverpool won?
Yes. Right, let's get ourselves set up. And do you know what I'm going to remember to do? I'm going to remember to change the sound to the TV speakers so that I don't have to stop the film and go, oh shit, I've messed it up, I haven't changed it to the TV speakers. Right, 2001. Bloody throat. Right, there we go. Speakers are changed. It is weirdly, because I'm watching the downloads rather than on Sky Cinema. It's easy to find because it's the very last film in my downloads. Once it actually loads in. Out of my 409 downloaded films. Are you fast forwarded to the beginning of the film, Sarah, if you're watching it on Sky Cinema? Yeah, I could ask Siri to find it, but you know, what's the fun in that? So this film was released on the 10th of May 1968 in the UK. So we're only 4 days over its 54th anniversary. 54 years and 4 days ago, it was released in the UK. Right. So let's do the write up. So the same year as Rosemary's Baby. Same year as Once Upon a Time in the West, which is a great film. I've seen that already. Same year as Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes in 2001. I've seen like the first, I want to say, half hour to 40 minutes, perhaps even the first hour of it, but never seen it the whole way through. Right, here we go. 2001: Space Odyssey, Stanley Kubrick. It's Kubrick's only U classification film. An artifact of evidently extraterrestrial origin triggers and monitors key stages on man's journey from ape to star child. At the dawn of man, a mysterious monolith is the catalyst for an evolutionary leap in primates, monkey sex, from scavenger and gatherer to tool-wielding hunter and killer. Excuse me. Many millennia later, a monolith uncovered by a geological team stationed on the moon alarmingly emits a short radio signal towards Jupiter. Burping again. A manned expedition to investigate, impassively shepherded by Keir Duller and Gary Lockwood while mission specialists slumber in stasis, is sabotaged by the spaceship Discovery's psychologically disturbed computer, HAL, voiced by Douglas Rain. But surviving astronaut Bowman's duly at contact with another monolith in Jupiter's orbit hurtles him through a gateway full of stars, through time and space to age, die, and be reborn into a new phase of existence. That's one summary of a film that's enjoyed an enduring reputation for unfathomability, and of course just told us the entire fucking story.
I was going to say, I
Luckily, I do know what happens, right?
Oh, okay.
But influential but still unique, coolly detached, obsessional, pretentious, contentious, bewildering, forever fascinating. 2001 is all of these. Certainly it deviates from director Stanley Kubrick's stated intention to make the proverbial good science fiction movie from his co-screenwriter Arthur C. Clarke's intriguing story The Sentinel, as his film defies genre convention and is unlike any science fiction movie before it. Visually, 2001 is undeniably awesome. Oscar-winning, groundbreaking special effects are a dazzling mix of imagination and science, meticulous mime work. I hate mime. And where are we? And 1960 state-of-the-art prosthetics makeup in the first of the film's 4 distinct acts creates the best ape impersonations by humans ever seen at the time. I was going to say, surely not better than Andy Serkis. And still highly effective, though arguably topped by John Chambers' creations for Planet of the Apes, also 1968. And the movie is strewn with unforgettable images, the unexpected stunning cut from a bone brandished by an ape man and thrown aloft to a satellite, the magnificent alignment of sun and moon directly above the rim of the monolith, the orbital waltz of the space station, and a docking shuttle, the circular crew habitat of the Discovery. The sound is equally rich with its experimental choral music, the classical themes, Richard Strauss's Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Johann Strauss's Blue Danube Waltz, that forever bring the film to mind, and its snippets of minimalist dialogue, Open the Pod Bay Doors Hal, that recur in wide-ranging homages and cultural references. 2001 can be taken as a mysterious adventure, sermon, or vision, but even viewed simply as a haunting spectacle, it is unsurpassed, demanding to be seen on a big screen, to be fully appreciated, its faults, its overblown abstraction, its sketchy narrative of scarcely articulated or unresolved speculation on the origins and destiny of human life, and more than compensated for by its gripping engagement between man and machine, its visual starkness and serenity, and above all, its rhapsodic wonder at heaven and earth and the infinite beyond. There we go. Felt like I was reading a novel. 2001 avoids intellectual verbalization and reaches the viewer's subconscious in a way that is essentially poetic and philosophic, said Stanley Kubrick in 1969. The special effects were created by Kubrick and Douglas Trumbull, who also worked on Blade Runner 1982, which I think makes perfect sense. Right, so if we are ready to go, remote controls in hand. Let me get ready with the timestamp. Tools, scripts, timestamp. Right. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. There we go. Just got black screen, which might just mean my TV's broke. Except I can hear a sound, so we should be all right. Still just a black screen with a noise to the point that I'm thinking my TV actually is broken. But I'm assuming something will happen soon. Yeah, there's a change in like a chirrup of a thing. I'm looking for cricket, grasshopper.
Mhm.
Still completely black though, which does make me think that just everything's fucked.
No, they're just in space.
No,
Yeah.
just a minute in, it's completely black. Is that right? Is that right? I mean, now I am starting to worry that it is just broken. It's going to go boom in a minute like that, isn't it? Drama, yeah, whatever. It's building up. It's building up. We're 2 minutes in. We've not had anything on screen yet. Surely people in 1968 were rushing like to the cinema manager and going, "It's broken, mate. Screen's broken. There's nothing on. Nothing on the screen. Get my money back." Shh, Dave. Shush. It's fine. It's Kubrick, isn't it? It's what he does. Music's tied down again. If it pans out now when it's like an ape's arsehole, that'd be drama.
Wait, is this the monkey sex that we can't see?
Yeah, that perhaps is what it is. I mean, like 2.5 minutes now, still a black screen. I mean, was it 2 hours 20? This film. I mean, it could be.
I'm finding it very
We
relaxing.
could have cut quite a lot of the runtime off here. This is only my second. I had one quite a long time ago as well. Oh, no MGM. There we go. It's not even the proper bloody lion.
Wait, is this the end of the movie?
It's not even the proper lion. It's just a picture of a lion. It's gone black again now, but at least I know it's working.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Famous music. Bum, 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 bum. See, that still looks good, doesn't it? 54 years later.
Yeah, it looks like a nipple.
There you go. I mean, that's what she's here for, right?
Always.
It's a little bit like snooker, doesn't it? Like you're looking down the balls. Bum, bum, it's more like a Cherry Bakewell. I mean, it's classic. This music, right, is just this film, isn't it? Nobody, even if you've seen this film or not, nobody can hear this music and not think it's 2001: A Space Odyssey, unless, excuse me, you've never heard of this film. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. It is a lovely font. Black screen again, of course. Lots of black screen. Here we go. This is the past, then I reckon, is it? It's the dawn of man. There we
Is this
go.
in Canada?
Good old dawn. Probably. Probably they all are, aren't they? It's Toronto, that. Look.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, that, isn't it? Look how lovely that is. I mean, say what you like about Stanley Kubrick's films, they look quite good, don't they? Even if they're shit. Which, incidentally, Eyes Wide Shut is. But it's weird, isn't it, that it's made the same year as Planet of the Apes, because Planet of the Apes has that huge kind of deserty bit before you even get to the apes. and this could almost be it. This could almost be Charlton Heston wandering through that landscape and then sees the little wooden things on top of the. There we go. Here's some monkeys having some food. Were the tapirs around at the dawn of man? Are tapirs that old? Perhaps they are. Perhaps they are. Some blokes in some chimp outfits and then some real tapirs just knocking about. See, I can remember, I think it was on Channel 4 when I watched this on Monkey Sex. When I watched this on, not with the tapirs, surely not. When I watched the time that I watched this. And I had no idea about this bit. I had no idea about it at all, really. Why tapirs? I don't remember. Things like cockroaches were around forever, like millions of years. Is it just did Kubrick just have a load of tapirs in the back and just went, let's use these?
They're cheaper than renting mammoths, yeah.
I suppose. I mean, that's man in chimp outfit actually gets attacked by a leopard there. I mean, I'm hoping that the man in that chimp outfit was like the leopard wrangler, and not just sit there.
Well,
don't tell him the leopard's coming.
He can be quite cruel to his actors.
Can't he? You can. Yeah. So if we've got any facts, was a stuntman mauled to death by a leopard? The makeup is quite good. The costumes are pretty good. And then I just saw that one and it wasn't that good. I don't have any beef with tapirs. I just don't remember them being around like me doing it in science at school. Do you know what I mean? Oh, we all evolved from apes. That time when it was just apes and tapirs lived in perfect harmony. Not a power cut, have you? Because your TV doesn't like tapirs. Luckily, we've got the timestamp.
I think I saw a penis.
Was there a monkey cock hanging down then? I think there was.
Yeah, I saw a penis.
She is trained to spot anything that resembles a penis from at least 40 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's done a video of this, right, where all the soundtrack's been turned off and they've just replaced it with some hardcore kind of rave music. I mean, hearing these monkeys scream here is still more entertaining than Eurovision. Which is, just so we get it on record, I don't understand how people, every year Eurovision comes on and people are like, oh, I fucking love Eurovision, oh, it's amazing. Why? It's absolute shite. I've hated it from being a kid. It is absolutely rubbish. It's the worst music ever.
I've never watched it. Obviously, it's not really a Canadian thing.
Never will, while you're living with me. Although perhaps next year we should do a 1001 Films Before 50 special and tweet to it. Of course he does. The eyes on that leopard's ace.
I mean, I think they're real.
Look, it's definitely a real leopard. Not sure the zebra's real. I did when was it? It was 2019, wasn't it? I did, at the Old Courts, I hosted a Eurovision night. Which, I got paid to do. And just took the piss out of it. the entire time. Told everybody at the start that I hated it. Away we go.
Are there any babies? Or they're all...
I don't think there's any babies at the moment. No, it's cruel to put a baby in one of these costumes.
Oh, right.
What's she thinking about? Let's get a real baby, glue some hair to it. There you go. Oh, there's a baby, but that's actually a real chimp, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah!
I don't know what that was then, but... You go, that went like the TV had gone off then. Darkness. Okay, just all lying about, like just in the sun, like they're pissed. Look at that forehead. Saw a bloke in Tesco yesterday look like that. Do you know where cheese is? Looking for cheese.
Didn't they live in like forests and stuff? Like this
I don't think this is I don't think this is documentary footage.
Oh, it's not based on a true story.
Oh, the monoliths arrived.
Those happened recently, didn't they? Someone started putting those up. Was that for an anniversary of 2001?
No, I don't think so. Someone put one up somewhere and then took it down, didn't they?
And then another one showed up somewhere else.
See, definitely 1968, people were sat in the cinema now. Because there was no internet necessarily, was there? Necessarily. There was no internet at all. There was no internet necessarily. I mean, there was a tiny bit of internet somewhere in, like, London, but not in the rest of the world. You know? And all Tesco's are the same, wherever they are. Some people wouldn't really know this much about this film. You know, like a time when you could keep things hidden. And if you're going to see a film called 2001 Space Odyssey and it starts like this, right, you are going to be sat there going, what the fuck is going on?
Well, then you got to Google the word Odyssey.
You can't Google the word Odyssey because you're in 1968, aren't you? And there was only internet in a tiny part of East Peckham.
Yeah. Just Al Gore had the internet, no one else.
Yeah. It sounds like there's a swarm of bees coming to attack him in a really operatic way. Blah, blah, blah. One of them's touched it like it's hot. I love it. You know, like you touch a hot thing and you go... You've touched it like that. Is it hot? We've always done it from being apes, look. Like a square boob now.
Not like my brother, who was... one time we had an electric stovetop, right? So the coil.
Hobbs, yeah.
And my brother just went boom and put his hand on it, burnt lines into his hand. Oh, he's a dum-dum. He never did it again, though.
There you go. And that is what we should do to all children. Make them burn themselves the first time. And then they'll never do it again, will they? You never have to tell them again. If we get every child run over by a bus, it'd be a much safer world, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Instantly, if anyone is watching this, you know, in the future, and your child has just been run over by a bus, I'm sorry. I wasn't making light of it. It's a very serious thing. Although now I realise it sounds like I'm making light of it again. But you know what? You know what I mean? Is this monkey having a poo? Oh, he's getting his bone, isn't he? He's going to turn into a tool and then murder someone with. It's the Einstein of monkeys. Having his realisation. He's looking at it and going, hey, I could use this to perhaps create the internet. Blah blah. Am I to believe that at no point has one of these monkeys ever picked up a bone before and started swinging it about? A little bit like he's playing this like it's a xylophone, the music on the bones of the generic dead animal. Hey.
Uh-oh.
Well, there you go. It's killing the old tapirs with a bone. So it's supposed to be a tapir carcass, then, is it? Skeleton. Some tapirs. Yes, with some innards or something. Just eating some innards, like you do. I don't know why I'm using the word innards. It's a great word, though.
Innards and outers?
I would never say outards. No, it's ridiculous.
Oh. I can see your outards. Your
Yeah.
outards are
Flobbing about all over the place.
are showing.
If you could just tuck your outards back in, please. There's ladies here. That sort of thing. Still loads of tapirs. Just don't get the tape. If there's not tapirs on the spaceship later on, I'm going to be very, very annoyed. It's like, oh yeah, we have some
gross.
dirty old mints to eat. Here you go. We've earned the money. Actual real monkey there, just playing with some bones. They do that when you go to the zoo, aren't they? They're all sat there playing with the bones. It's like, do you think that must just be like a sewn in cock on the costume? He's not got his real one hanging out. There was a hole in the bottom of the zips not done up properly.
Well, they had to
Bloody
show that
hell.
there's an alpha.
I mean, he could have walked round the puddle. He's going to kill him with his bone. That's not a euphemism.
Uh-oh. Is this a murder?
It is Taggart, yeah. That's been a murder. There you go.
They didn't need bones to murder each other. Apes murder each other and without it.
Well, that's cheery, isn't it? Yeah, but it's showing the tools and weapons, isn't it? The use of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There you go. He's throwing it up in the air. The old bone, up it goes, twirling, and then it suddenly becomes. That was shit. That. I mean, it wasn't even in the same place when it changed into the satellite. Some more operatic music now here with clearly a painting of the earth. See, it's going to be like this, isn't it? It's going to be because it is a bit rubbish,
Yeah.
and I'm watching it when I'm in my 40s in 2022,
And not on LSD.
and not on LSD. That's true. I've got it on digital format. I've not got it on laser shiny disc, which I assume is what she's talking about. I'm not going to be impressed, am I? I'm going to be like, or if I'd watched it in 1988 when I was 10, I'm not sure I'd watched this when I was 10. It might have been different. It's like a wagon wheel look.
Yeah, but I think I was told to watch this when I was a teenager, and I think I turned it off at about this point.
No monkey sex,
I
you
mean,
see.
no, exactly. There's no
No monkey
possibility
sex.
of monkey sex.
I've
So.
definitely seen it past this because I've seen the bit where Leonard Rossiter rocks up. Going, does anyone see Miss Jones? I can't do a Leonard Rossiter impression. That's quite sad.
Pan
That's
America.
made me sad.
See, this isn't the future because Pan doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, but did it exist in 2001? This is the past. This is 21 years ago.
Yeah, but Pan Am went bust before this.
They didn't know that in 1968, though, did they?
Okay.
It's like a floating pen. It's like there's blood on the end. But it's nice that they were still listening to classical music 21 years ago. Why is that floating but she's... Oh, because she's got grip shoes on. There we go. Almost as if it was answering my question. What a load of crap.
And she's got stirrups on so her pants don't ride
I wonder
off.
if she's got like
But her
Velcro
top
shoes, basically.
stays down.
It is a bit. I mean, fast forward 10 years and Moonraker hadn't gone past this kind of design.
Oh, that wasn't blood, it was just a copper pen.
It was just, yeah. There you go, he's asleep and just floating about. Oh, that's rubbish, isn't it? Look at it.
At the time, well, when did Star Wars come out?
1977.
Okay, so it's pretty good.
Moonraker. I think this is one of those films that everybody says is really good, even though they don't really think it is, just to get other people to watch it. Oh yeah, 2001's great. What's it about? I don't really know, but that must mean it's amazing.
What do you think the first word will be in this film?
The first word in this film will be "hello," and said exactly like that, I think, as well. Hello, anybody want a sausage? That'll be the first sentence in 2001: A Space Odyssey. I think I'm right. I think I've read that somewhere.
I think it's gonna be
Still
no,
2
you
hours
dirty
left.
monkey. Does our space station actually look like this? Like, is this
Yeah.
just made up technology?
Dee-dee-dee. It always struck me as Kevin Spacey in Moon, the computer, always struck me as a rip-off of HAL, even though I'd never even really seen this before.
What? Sam Rockwell in Moon?
Hmm?
Did you say Kevin Bacon in Moon?
No, Kevin Spacey.
Oh, Kevin Spacey in
is
Moon.
the voice of the computer in Moon.
Oh, right, got it. Okay, sorry, I was confused because I was like,
Kevin's mixed up.
yeah.
Footloose with Footloose there mixed up. It's all a bit Thunderbirds, isn't it?
Oh.
Well, I did talk over the first words there, but I think she did just say, "Hello, do you want a sausage?" Is the
She
exact.
said, "Hello, this is your level, sir."
Hello, this is your level, sir. Well, there you go. Hello, this is. Would you like a sausage? It's the same thing. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Okay, the future's just white and lights and stuff. We murder to keep clean. Murder. Oh, I can't slow down. Moon, American. Look how smug he looked at him like this. Go, see.
Well, Hilton at least is.
Still going. This is where Leonard Rossiter rocks up.
Yeah, those chairs do not look comfy.
Sticking in my gum. Go the old see-through computing. It's glass walls there when using these computers, so you can't be sat looking at tractors.
Yeah, they learned. It's hard to clean up
It is all that
zero
tractor
gravity
mess.
sperm.
Hi, Squirt. Where's Mummy? I think you're slightly in front of us.
Neat.
No, I'm in space, you pillock. That's why. She looks like Drew Barrymore. Is this kid just making shit up and he has to respond to it? Should have pre-recorded it. It looks like she's going, yeah, Bash Baby, I fuck it a what? What am I doing here, Stanley? She does look like Drew Barrymore. But not Drew Barrymore as a kid, Drew Barrymore now.
Oh.
But in tiny form. I will do, bye, see you, bye. Thanks, whatever. $1.70, definitely not the future. Here's Leonard Rossiter, here he is. This is like 10 years before Rising Damp as well, must be. He was a bit of a one, wasn't he, Leonard Rossiter? He was married, but he didn't let him stop him.
Yes.
He was married to the actress who plays Hyacinth Bouquet's next door neighbour in Keeping Up Appearances. Perhaps my download is longer. All that blackness at the beginning. Yes, Elizabeth. Yes. Coffee machine in the background. Look. Bit of a row about it.
So, who is this actor that's talking right now?
Leonard Rossiter.
Oh, I don't know who that is, but he sounds like Ralph Fiennes.
Yes. Ralph Fiennes should play Rigsby in a big screen remake of Rising Damp.
Okay.
It's all just, there's no way to be able to keep it this clean. Dr. Schmeisler.
Those chairs would kill me.
The thing's really weird as well. Like it was too quick. It was like it's been made on bloody Windows Media Movie Maker. Just want to look at the transitions are really odd. That bloody hat in the grip shoes. I'm going to tweet in Rigsby in space, but I'm going to hit the hashtag Eurovision. See if we get any comments. See what happens. D. I put it to you all that this film is a bit boring. And no wonder I switched it off when I was younger. They hadn't got rid of visible panty lines in the future, which was now the past.
Well, this is interesting, I guess. Look at that.
Oh yeah, there we go. Just walking up the wall with the grip shoes on. Bloody hell.
It's only male pilots and female stewardesses.
That's
yes?
right. That's right. The future hadn't really happened. What's he doing there? Does he
He's
straw make
drinking.
lots of drinks? What's his food in different
Yeah.
bits? Is it different pods? Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. It's the fact that they are talking to one another, and we could have some dialogue if we wanted to, but with a zero gravity toilet. But we're could do one of those everywhere.
I think you need a gravity toilet, not a zero gravity toilet. Are there any people other than white people?
In this film,
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Okay. Just wanted to know
Unless we
what's
get
gonna
some
happen.
Martians at some point.
When was Star Trek's first episode?
Earlier than this, I think, wasn't it? Or did it start 69 when the... No, it must have been earlier than this.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the year before the moon landed as well, I suppose, so...
Right.
The little moon buggy thing that's descending now looks a bit like Space Bug out of Red Dwarf, except it's not green, it's a completely different shape. But apart from that, apart from looking nothing like it looks exactly like it, alright. I need another beer. Red light district of the moon there. Ba-ba. I mean, it does. It looks great.
Okay.
It's just that nothing's fucking happening.
I mean, it's noisier in
He
an
got away with
airplane.
some shite, didn't he, Kubrick?
Is he the one that did take after take after take after take until people went crazy?
Yeah, I think he did, didn't he?
Oh dear. Imagine trying to edit this.
Not seen that. Go for another beer, because I need one. Oh. Ba-ba-ba.
I'm glad you woke me up for this.
Oh, what? Go back to sleep, I would. Auteur, I hate that word. We're literally just watching model work in slow motion just move to classical music. Whilst bloody critics wet themselves about how amazing it is.
Looks like a paper mache head.
Climax. No, they're all just sat around a horseshoe table like it's a terrible classroom setup.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
they're all
somebody takes
men
photos.
again, yeah?
No, there's a woman there on the right.
Is she?
Yeah, there in the middle, on the right hand side, with that woman's haircut.
Okay. Is she the secretary?
I don't know what she is.
That suit
It's like
is
the
at
music's
us.
really loud, but the talking's not.
Nah.
Turn up a bit.
That's good.
Where does it go, I think? Dr. Florence! Oh, why does he just speak from where he sat there? Why does he have to walk round to the bloody lectern? Give somebody a pat on the shoulder. Why? He's literally got up and sat down for 30 seconds. No, Christopher Nolan films make sense. There's nothing wrong with Christopher Nolan films. Did they not need back support in the future either? Those chairs look atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
Here goes another woman on the other side as well.
There's two women, but then there's two people who didn't even show up.
Well, they've just got too many chairs in the meeting room in this hotel. I'm literally not listening to a word this fella's saying. Yeah, but it was the future at the time, right?
See, they laid out books and stuff for those people.
Yeah, but again, if you go to like a meeting, a hotel, like the meeting room, they put books out for everyone, but there's not necessarily everyone on every table.
Oh, okay.
I just love how they've gone futuristic, but it's 60s futuristic. Everything's still really 60s, but it's the future. He's miles happier talking to these randoms than he is his kids, but that's because none of these are going. "Oh, can you bring me back an icicle from space?"
A bush baby.
What else you want? A bush baby. I don't know why any of them are doing anything. Yeah, back on the moon with the terrible special effects. No doubt this scene of this weird little buggy thing going through space lasts 45 minutes with no dialogue. Jerry Anderson did it better than this.
Makes me miss Moonfall.
At least something happened in Moonfall. The moon fell.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened on Moonfall.
There's also windows in the spacecraft.
Mm. What were you doing in the year 2001?
Me?
Mm.
I was teacher training
Mm.
in the first half, 2001.
Mm.
Look at that spacesuit.
Look at the zip down the
Cracking.
front.
Anybody hungry? Have a suck on this. I mean, that's not. I mean, like, it's space food. I don't mean that he had his
Ah.
space dock out. It's always somebody who wants ham, even on a space journey. Just like 7 months later as well. Look at this, just a lot of old lines on a piece of paper. Deliberately buried, eh? Not even finished the sandwiches. If he gets a big thermos flask out now, he has. Oh my Jesus Christ.
What?
Anybody for coffee gets a big thermos out. Look. Jesus Christ. I don't know what that noise is she just made then.
No, I was just thinking the zipper goes all the way from the front to the back.
He was going quite quick before. Now he's going really slowly. Ooh. Should have watched something else. Or I should have watched this last week. But we don't have like super amazing space travel. We do still have thermoses now because we hasn't moved on enough for it to not be thermosy. But this is like super amazing space travel and shit. This is like super future. It wouldn't just be a big thermos, would it? They'd have invented something else. I mean, he must, when he Kubrick must have been taking the piss some of the time in the films that he's made. Are you sure you want this bit to be half an hour long, Stanley? Yeah, let's see if we can get away with it. Was this made before or after his I'm moving to the UK and never ever leaving it ever again moment? It's like famously all the Vietnam stuff in Full Metal Jacket's filmed like in bloody Clapham Common or something. It's not Clapham Common, but you know what I mean. It does all the sets and the look. It feels like just a really silent musical version of Red Dwarf. And Thermos technology actually is like proper futuristic. There's no better way, is there? I don't think the cameraman's got a spacesuit on. It's that weird swarm of bees again.
Touch it like it's hot. Touch it like it's hot.
Well, they're going to go like, aren't they? I'd like them to unwrap it, and it's just like a giant Wonka bar. I got a golden ticket. He died. Was it virtually straight after Eyes Wide Shut came out?
He was working on something else, and he called Nicole Kidman and said, "I have an idea," and she didn't call him back, and then he died.
Yeah, it was all Nicole Kidman's fault.
No, I'm just saying is that it was shortly after, like, they were in conversation, like, oh, next project, like, give me a call, and then she didn't call right away, and then he was dead. So she never found out what his idea was.
Some batshit, probably. Give it a stroke. Give it a stroke.
It's pretty smooth. Oh, they're gonna take a photo.
Moving a bit. Look.
Make sure your zips are up.
There you go. I mean, it's not quite Father Ted levels of dying, but not so far off. Well, that's not annoying at all, buzzing in your ear.
No, I've taken my ear things out.
There you go. It stopped. Jupiter mission 18 months later. Because we don't need to know what's just happened there, do we?
I'm assuming they all died.
What's at the Death Star? Nope. So this is Act 3, then, if it's a 4-act thing. More slow motion, classical music, shizzle.
At least they've got good satellite TV.
It is. It's cold outside, there's no kind of atmosphere.
That looks like from Spaceballs,
the Hoover, like
yeah.
Looks a bit like Terrorhawks. Does like the front of Starbug. It does look incredibly Red Dwarfy. Giant mechanical sperm. It's space spunk, not space junk. You go, just having a run around the old, doing doing some terrible boxing as he goes on. I never understand people that when they run and they do the old punching like that.
It's because they've just seen Rocky.
Do it. Yeah, but he is a boxer. Lots of bloody Tutankhamuns around the place. Look. I mean, this man doesn't even look like he's ever seen anyone boxing before. The way he's throwing those punches.
Look at when you were doing that dance.
And shake it off. Shake it off.
Shake it
God,
off.
look at his bloody shorts. They pulled. Look, he's got his t-shirt tucked into his shorts, but his shorts are see-through, so you can see his white underpants underneath, and his t-shirt tucked into.
Okay.
Who wears short shorts?
What is this? You don't punch like this.
I suppose he is running round in grip shoes, whatever they're called. So this is Hal, right? This is the first time we've seen Hal. The red. Was that the sun? What is that?
I don't know.
It's like giving birth to some legs appearing there. These good old grip shoes. I mean, this bit's good. It looks great. That running round and round and the sideways on and stuff.
It looks good. I just don't give a shit.
Looks good. I just don't give a shit. Like, bird song, or is that the birds outside?
It's the birds here.
I can't work it out. Because it could be bird song in 2001. Who knows? Okay, let's have a coffee. Oh, it is. It's the. I thought it is. I was taking the piss thinking it wasn't the canteen, and it is.
Green and orange.
Oh, BBC 12. Is this the future? Of course, the world tonight. 60s jazz.
Just wear oven mitts if it hurts your fingers.
Oh.
Yeah.
5 men, all white.
Coma. Jack Kimball, Dr. Jack Kimball from the Fugitive.
Yeah. Just eating some sand there. It looks bloody. I couldn't eat this. I'd be heaving. Look at the futuristic forks.
My parents had some forks like that. They thought they were cool.
True. I mean, surely he'd still be breathing, wouldn't he? Be foaming that up.
Oh God.
There you go. There's me saying you'd still be breathing.
Your brain needs more oxygen than that, no?
Depends who you are. CNT there. afternoon, Mr. Hamer. Lovely exposition there where he's telling a computer what it is. Da, da, da. Stimulating relationship with them.
Living.
No, he's a computer, isn't he? I like to think it's like it's ice cream at least, just to make it look more exciting. Look at that. Excuse, could you put some pants on, please, Frank? Take me in a bit. Well, 'cause you can't see it from there. Bloody hell. Everything moves so slowly. Oh, you definitely need ice cream then. His mum and dad are on the TV. He's got a tiny pair of bloody shorts on. I mean, his mum looks the same age as him. Those bloody socks as well. Everything's white. Shit yourself on takeoff. You wouldn't want white shorts.
Yeah, but I think when they do laundry, they don't want to do whites and darks.
That's true. Last thing you want to be doing whilst you're travelling to Jupiter is sorting out your colours.
That's why there are only white people on this ship.
There you go. Oh, Jesus. Happy birthday now. Day, dear 2001. Happy 54th and 4 days birthday. See you next Wednesday. Oh, no, see you next Tuesday. That's. I mean, it does look good. It looks great. It's just really, really, really boring. Look at Chess there. That's like Chess was on a spectrum in 1987.
I think I played that game.
I think we've all played it. some drawing there of some people sleeping. Dee, 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 dee. Dee, 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 dee. I mean, I think we're pleased to know that we're about halfway through. It's gone relatively quickly to the halfway point. Oh, Dave. You're my wife now, Dave. I mean, Hal's just a great big bloody nipple.
Yeah, baby. He knows how to lie, yeah?
Yeah. Thanks, Dave.
Mm.
What's that, Dave? Difficult. He's doing his actor's voice there. It's a very difficult question to answer. I mean, On the Tone tomorrow's going to be lively in this, right? I mean, I say that. I've seen about 3/4 of it already.
I feel like this computer is a gossip, just repeating rumors.
I mean, he's like a bloody. He's like, oh, really? Do you remember? You won't remember it. There used to be a kids' TV show in the 80s called Galloping Galaxies, and Kenneth Williams was the voice of the computer. And I'm sure it was a piss take of this. Galloping Galaxies. I love Galloping Galaxies. Just a moment. Galloping Galaxies. Dave. You're my wife now, Dave. Well, I've gone out of focus. There we go. Dave and Frank.
It's gonna 100% fail in 72 hours.
Okay, it's like little punch cards. Yes, that's the one. It was amazing.
Oh, it was amazing.
Galloping Galaxies.
Oh, okay.
Galloping Galaxies. I think I've already written my 2001: A Space Odyssey letterbox review, which I think is going to be not really sure what the fuss is about. Theme tune's amazing. I mean, it was early 80s. It was, well, obviously, Kenneth William died in the 80s, didn't he? It was 86, 87. When you say Pink Floyd was supposed to do the soundtrack, you mean for 2001, right? Not for Galloping Galaxies. Because that would make it even more watchable if that's the case.
So Hal's like, oh, I have doubts about this mission. Are you telling me now?
Hal's a stirrer.
Yeah. Drama queen.
Have you read his diaries, Sarah? Really sad. Open the barn door.
I say please and thank you. I say please.
Look who does it straight away. Siri doesn't. Most unrealistic thing about living in 2001. Nice yellow suit there. Look at that. He's got the mustard on. I want to wear the yellow one. You wear the red, I'll wear the yellow. It's as funny as fuck as well, the diaries, but there are some very sad bits. There was controversy about Michael Sheen playing Kenneth Williams in Fantabulosa because there was an actor, I don't know who he is, I don't know his name, he was playing him in the theatre, I think. And everyone thought he should have got the role rather than Michael Sheen. He might have been a mate of the League of Gentlemen as well. I think they were a bit kind of about the casting of Michael Sheen, even though he's very, very good. Some heavy breathing down Demiro. It's full of stuff like that. And some heavy breathing. They're in space, I suppose. Big bloody egg thing is in here. Perhaps he's just frustrated at turning round so slowly.
Look at that
What
helmet.
the bloody hell is that? It's like a space turtle.
I guess for 68 this does look cool.
No, I don't think so. She is a massive Joe Alton fan, though.
Who?
Julie, our ex-drama teacher. So they did, I think Havergal Players did Loot about 2 years before I started going there. We didn't do Entertaining Mr. Sloan, we did the Erpingham Camp as one of the Havergal Players in our second year. which was odd because Birmingham Camp wasn't one of his plays. It was like a TV thing that he'd written. It was about an hour long. It's good though. It's funny. I was Mr. Erpingham. The old fake spit go black. Have you seen Prick Up Your Ears with Gary Oldman playing Joe Orton and Alfred Molina as Kenneth? That's pretty good. There's old black box on there, a bit of magnetism. Yeah, Hal liked one of my 2001 tweets earlier on today.
This is what it sounds like when I have my earplugs in at night, just listening to myself breathe.
Okay, that's cheery.
Well, it blocks out the snoring, so it's...
It does, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know what he's doing.
Yeah, it's a lot of show, but don't tell you what the fuck's going on.
It's like he's replacing the battery in it. Do you know what I mean? I assume that is actually what he is doing. Or at least he's taking some kind of recording equipment out there. I don't know. It's like me replacing my battery in my car key earlier on today.
Now, did Hal trick him?
Except I did it a bit slower, probably.
Did Hal trick him, saying, in 72 hours this is going to fail, and then he goes out to go fix it, and then he's going to die?
Burning red eye. Look at that, it's 2001, but it's still using, and it's all in the future, they're on the way to Jupiter, but it looks like he's using a soldering iron. I've gone out of focus again. Hello? Hello?
I think even the computer's bored.
Won't blame it. Our drop frames have gone right down to 0.5% though, so that's nice, isn't it? We need to make a decision on next Friday's live because it'll be my last one.
Can we watch Brokeback Mountain? I feel like a good cry.
I'm not watching Brokeback Mountain on a Friday night though.
It's a great movie. It's
Not
a love
streaming
story.
you bawling your bloody eyes out. Do something fun for my last one for 3 weeks on a Friday.
Okay.
Ooh. Can we though, Hal? He even sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We can afford to do it. Oh, I'd forgotten I had a bit left in the can.
How about you watch the Royal Tenenbaums then?
I could do that, couldn't I? But the Royal Tenenbaums is on the... I don't want to do any off the old lists until we've hit the 301 when I'm adding on the new ones, if that makes sense. Because I'm only adding on the 60 when we've hit 301.
Okay, I thought so.
Because I want to hit... I don't want to add them on now and then we've missed the 300th. That seems a little...
Okay, I thought it was on the original list. I was just trying to think.
No, Rushmore was, but Royal Tenenbaums isn't on the list anymore. We'll work it out. They say niner, not nine, so it's not to get confused when the Germans say no. Oh.
Are you fucking with us? Sorry for swearing, I'm sorry. It's after 9.
I've sworn quite a lot already, haven't I? So that's alright. There's lots of almost anagrams of cunts as well going on. The CNT, which said NUC. Listen, hell, I've got to. I'm a computer. I've got nothing else to do. I'm going to the loo for about an hour. ATM, you know, want some music, some money out there? Look.
Well, hey, you know what ATM also stands for? Well, you can't hear me.
Is it at the moment?
No! You know, oh, you know, he knows what it is. I'm not gonna say that on Twitch unless someone wants to type it. Oh, Frank.
What have I missed? Ah, fuck all.
You know what ATM means. The rude version.
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Oh, at least he did. At least he did some research then. Oh, he doesn't explain why the spacesuits are basically the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Again, I just think if I'd watched this when I was a teenager, I'd have pretended to like it because I was a pretentious bastard, and then I'd be going like, "Oh, it's one of the great films ever made," even though I'd never watch it again since. Do you know what I mean? Oh, no, he's like Siri.
I'm sure we're okay. We're in space alone, no communication. I'm sure we're okay.
The computer's the only thing that can rotate the pod.
Yeah, because they fixed the records. It's a computer.
I love that. They should have kept his voice. Mm-hmm. I'll wait until when Hal says something next, we'll do him in Cockney. So Sarah just said on set the words of Hal were spoken by the Cockney assistant director. So we'll
That's funny.
next time Hal says something, we'll do his words.
Who does the real voice?
Somebody Rain, was it? Desmond Rain, was it something like that?
Okay.
Just literally just read it. I mean, Hal's clearly listening to all this whilst he's slagging him off, right? Desmond Rain. There you go. I was right. It was Desmond Rain. I said Derek. No, it's Desmond. He's never reading the lips, is he? Bloody hell. I know what you're fucking saying. Intermission.
Oh, fuck. Are we only halfway through?
No, we're more than halfway through. It's only 2 hours 20 minutes, and we're 1 hour 27 in, so there's only another 15 minutes to go. Really weird place to have an intermission then. Intermission. How long's the fucking intermission going to last? There we go. We've got about an hour left. But so that'll be credits. More just blackness and music. People start going, here we go again. They've not bloody rewinded it to the beginning, have they? Rewound it to the beginning. I couldn't even know what rewinding was within the 60s. Galaxies. I can't stop singing the bloody theme tune. Still just black.
Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Oh, yeah, we could do that one. Just rewound. Still black and just music. Still black and just music. It's just a huge practical joke, this film.
No one's actually watched it all the way through.
No one's got this far before. It's in case people came back late from the intermission, isn't it? God, the poor bastard. And we getting something to see? Still just black and quiet now. It's going to just be Hal's red eye in it. Just, oh no, it's the bloody red dwarf ship again. Just slowly.
Like, we get that they're in space still. We get it. Sorry. We can watch Blue Velvet and see how horrible it is.
We want something fun.
Well, that's why I suggested Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Yeah, no, you also suggested Blue Velvet. We'll have a look. Don't worry.
I'm looking right now.
I know you're looking right now. Reading out bloody names of films while we're supposed to be watching this one. Please say anything about this film. There are some, you can see how it that's a famous scene there, isn't it? You can see the light reflected on his space suit. You can see how it's influenced Star Wars in the look. You're only because it's rubbish. We go now, the orange turtles coming out of the bloody space pod.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High? I'm just gauging.
You know, you basically over the next hour while we watch this film, are you just going to every so often read out the name of a film?
Well, I was wondering if
because
anyone...
that's going to become tiresome, isn't it?
I was just thinking that if someone else who's watching this might be like, "Yeah, that's a great idea," and then it's decided.
Yeah, because everyone else should decide the films that I watch during my project.
Okay, you do you, and I'll do me.
Here we go. Thank goodness she's not on screen. There you go. Bum, 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 the eye. Is that him being thrown into space? That was proper shit, that.
That was almost funny. I'm sorry. Oh well, he's dead. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I reckon. Well, not yet, but he will be. I mean, there we go. Gone.
He's dead now.
Did look like Zippy. It does look like Zippy. Yeah, that's Frank dead then. What's Hal going to say now, eh? Is he going to own up to it? Sorry, Dave. Well, I've now, Dave. Why don't they just have them pointing that way in the first place? Rather than have to spin them round so you can get in the back. Look at his boots. But he tread on the bottom and everything. That's his walking in space. That's him walking in space. People say that to me all the time. I'm thinking too hard about the logistics of space. They see me, I'm just been like drinking a coffee in Tesco Cafe, and they'll go, just come up to me and just go, "You're thinking too hard about the logistics of space," because that's in Tesco in
I
London
think
talk.
people don't think hard enough about the logistics of space.
Hello, Phil. What am I doing, Dave? Watching this boring load of old shite. That's what I'm doing. It looks pretty, but it's proper dull. Have we heard that before? It's a good job we didn't watch this last night. I'd have thrown myself out the window.
Why?
That's what we've been saying, Phil. If I'd have watched it like way back when, I reckon I'd have loved it. It is indeed still going. We started a little bit late because we had to watch the penalties, obviously, in the FA Cup final. But we've got about 50-ish minutes to go. Well, yes, you had. It's much more important that you go and have something to eat than you sit and watch this crap. Do you know, I haven't. It's the only one I've not seen. I've never seen Star Trek the motion picture, and I think that's because I sat down to watch it in the 80s when I was a kid on the TV, and it was proper slow. Where obviously I loved Wrath of Khan. It's like a computer game. Bloody hell, and then you sit down at home and this is what you do. I have already worked out the Star Trek watchathon. I think it works out at about 20 odd hours. That's even if we include the um, Chris Pine ones. Because there's 10. There's 10 like original films and then 3 more, so 13. So I think it works out 20 odd hours. But it's a good day one, the Star Trek one. And loads of them I've not seen for ages as well. I mean, the fact that they have a corpse retrieval machine tells you all you need to know. Love the Chris Pine ones. I think they're superb. Just grab him by his head. Grab him by his head and bring him back to the ship. So I've not seen motion picture, and I've not seen Genesis. Genesis, not Genesis. Generations. So I've not seen motion picture. I've not seen Generations. I've not seen Insurrection or Nemesis. But I've seen all the others, I think. Probably about 17 years, Hazel, to watch all the Next Gen series. How's Hal going to switch off all the life support?
Oh shit.
Computer malfunction. Yep, there you go. Switching them all off. Killing them all. At least you wouldn't know, would you? There you go, one woman. Was that a woman?
No, it's 5 men.
Oh, it's 5 men in it. Looked like a woman's face.
It's just normal men.
Just innocent men. We're just normal men. What do you mean, normal men? We're just innocent men. It's taken them quite well. No, central nervous system goes last. There we go. And are dead. There we go. Lots of flat lines. Life functions terminated.
I'm glad they had that.
Lovely little flash. It's good that they had that warning message ready to go.
I know, because I was like, terminated or just failed or non-existent.
Well, terminated, switched off.
Mm.
Well, that was the plan, Phil, because I fucking hate Eurovision. But there's a little bit of me afterwards thought we should have live streamed Eurovision, shouldn't we?
There's 2 C3PO R2D2s in the background there.
No, there wasn't. Because R2D2 wasn't invented for another 9 years.
I know, but I was just saying that it was the shape.
Oh, well, it's the shape. That unnatural R2D2 shape.
Yeah.
Hal, you dickhead. Hello?
Yeah, I read you loud and clear, buddy.
He's just ignorant, isn't he?
Creepy.
Dave. Oh, it's awful. I don't get it. Every year it's full of people like going, oh, it's amazing. I love it. It's so camp. It's fucking shit and goes on forever. I don't know what the problem is. Read your lips, mate. Did read the lips. Shit. You get pulled up on something. Talking behind someone's back. Left your helmet, mate. Nope. Goodbye, Dave. Ow. It's like Alan Partridge shouting Dan. I mean, you're just dead, Dave, aren't you? That's basically what's going to happen. Lit up then like a little neon Hitler moustache under his nose. Just basically, you've let him go now. You went all the way through space to get him, and now you've just like let him drift off.
Shit.
Or if you'd still been on the ship.
Could have taken his helmet, yeah?
That's what I thought. But there's no way getting it in.
Oh, shit.
Into the pod. Oh god, it would have been. Spinning around now, here we go. Lift those arms up. And he's just going to do like and batter himself in, is he?
Mm-hmm.
It's moving so slowly. In space. The old arms. Down they go. It's going to knock on the door. Hello? How? Oh, it's the manual operation. There we go. Does it work? Has he overridden it? We don't know because it's all so slow. But the next 40 minutes of the film is now those arms just moving back. Oh, the door's opening. I was like doing a little twiddle. Doesn't look big enough to fit in. Just trying to get the round pod through the square hole. When it moves so bloody slowly, he'll have the door shut again before he's even through. Bloody hell.
Oh, sped up for a second there.
See, it's too big to go in.
It's supposed to just like
Is he just? He's just getting out the back, is he?
Yeah.
Gonna open it and like jump through dead quick.
Yeah.
Well, he's wrong. This is Christopher Nolan's favourite film. He needs to watch more films. He needs to watch Ratatouille for a start. That's better than this.
Christopher Nolan.
Yes.
And he was the one that made all these great movies.
Yeah.
I think he's just lying because his real favourite movie is Paddington 2.
His favourite movie is what?
Paddington 2.
Paddington 2.
But he doesn't want anyone to know that, so he says, oh yeah, 2001 Space Odyssey.
Burp. Burp.
Just apologize and say, oh sorry, we're not going to turn you off. Just apologize.
They won't believe him, will they?
Explosive.
Why did he not take his helmet, the helmet?
Yeah, that seems reckless.
Here we go, get ready. All this astronaut training here. Gonna just shoot you out like a bloody sperm. Get ready. I like that there's no sound because in space no one needs a scream, so and it closed quite slowly for an emergency. Fill it up with air now.
How did he not break his nose hitting that wall? How did he not break his nose hitting that wall? I thought he broke his neck.
Here you go, he's got his helmet on now. Where's he got the helmet from? Was there an emergency one in there?
I don't know.
Pull his wires out.
I killed all your friends.
Hello, Sugar Throat.
Oh, is that my brother?
Who knows? That's right, Dave.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I trust you then, Hal. No worries at all. You're a fucking computer. Man, I feel much better. Let's say we are related. It's like a key, like off the corned beef. Look. Just twisting it round. Take a stress pill. Oh, take a fucking stress pill.
But I'm perfect.
Oh. Hal's a proper gaslighting bastard, isn't
he? Yeah.
I didn't kill your mates. They were dead anyway.
Greatest enthusiasm for this mission. Dave.
I know why it's on the list, but God, it's rubbish.
You know that kids show that was narrated by an English person, even though it was a French film, and he just made up the stories?
The Magic Roundabout.
Yeah, they should just do that.
We got there at the end.
where they have Michael Caine doing the computer voice, and
Yeah.
and you have
I mean, it virtually is silent. She could just make it up anyway.
yeah. I'm afraid.
Dave. Switch him off, Christ. Dave.
Yeah. Well, it's gone. You have no feelings.
Dave. My mind is going. There's been lots of films about dementia. No one's talked about this being perhaps the main one. My mind is going.
What do you want? 6? He hasn't done 6.
Perhaps doesn't have to do 6. Perhaps 6 is like the sat nav.
Oh, well,
Please
in
keep it
this
on.
shot, it looks. Oh, no, he's doing the 6 now. Maybe turn off the voice.
Why are you
one
taking
first?
someone to see this on a first date in 1968?
I mean, I
read it was quite good. It's not my fault.
I would have been like, do you want to just get out of here? I'd rather.
Yes, Eric Thompson. I mean, even turning the bloody computer off slow, just hold the fucking on button down until he reboots. Like how his voice is going slow and deep. Yeah, it's in the song, just shut up. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. So do. All for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle made for two. Is he gone? Oh, here we go. Well, they're not, they're dead. Jupiter and Beyond the Infinite. This is. I've gone weird again. There we go. This is Act 4. the weird bees are back.
What? So they said, oh, now that you're there, by the way,
Yeah.
there's aliens.
Yes. There you go. There's the floating
It feels
monolith
like
in space.
a very toxic workplace, by the way.
I mean, you can see things like you can see how it's influenced Alien as well, because obviously Ian Holmes' android knows about the alien, doesn't it? And no one else on board does. And
Yeah.
you tell the AI, I've gone out of focus again. Hello.
It's because the computer's falling asleep. Ugh.
Its eyes are going.
Yeah.
There's going to be no bloody talking now, is there, till the end? Well, things are quite close together in that part of space. I know it's the moons. I thought Cat People was ace. I thought it was really, really good. No, I don't think we have spoken about Cat People, have we, since I watched it last week? It was really, really good. Just like you said, the use of the shadows, the black and white worked really well. I like the bit where she was changing at the end, and it was kind of like on her face, and to give kind of like that she was shrinking, like the camera moved up and it went darker and darker. The fact that the character was called Oliver Reed just kept throwing me out of it a bit, though. I think it more or less is pop. This bloody droning noise. Here we go. It's got here then. I hope they got the pod back in. Oh, he probably did it after he turned Hal off.
Oh, silly Billy.
You're right.
Yeah, I just let my phone die. I was like, oh, I gotta plug it in. And
Die.
I didn't. And I didn't.
Oh, what's this now? What's this bloody stuff?
Is it Mario Kart?
No, it's more like
A rock.
what's it called? Like the guitar band. What's it called?
The rock legend.
Yeah, no, what's it called? It's called Guitar.
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero.
Rock
That's the one.
Legend
Stuck
was
in a bit of a-
close.
It is going Willy Wonka on the boat through the chocolate. It is. Come with me and you'll see the thought of your imagination. Da, 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 da. Ba, da, ba, da, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba. Oompa, loompa, didgeridoo. This is what you get when the computer comes for you. Boompa, boompa, dippity-dee.
This is not ideal, is it?
What do you get when you trust a red light? Your friends get all killed and it treats you like shite. I mean, if this just goes on for like 20 minutes now.
This is making me want to do drugs. Just to get away from it. Oh, there it is. As soon as I try to get up. Yep.
In the background here, we just got Kat just like trying to find wires to plug a phone in.
When did I do that?
It's been there for days, that.
Oh,
Been there for days.
I didn't.
That bruise on your leg.
I didn't notice until now.
Weird eyes. This is like Matthew McConaughey going into the black hole in Interstellar.
Yeah, but that was exciting.
At least it made more sense than this.
Yeah. I didn't even know. I guess I have been on drugs recently. Prescription drugs, for the record.
We've still got about 15 minutes left.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, it looks great. It looks great. But everything else is shite.
I could see Brian Cox narrating this, and this is how the seas of Jupiter.
And isn't it just amazing? The lights on the screen show exactly what it would be like floating through the amazing expanse of space. At the same time, it's a lot like what I saw when I fell in the kitchen and hit my head on one of the open drawers.
Oh dear. I don't know what's going on.
He's been sucked through some space worm thing, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Something. There you go, that's sperm-like, isn't it?
Oh dear, honey, I think you need to get your sperm checked.
Obviously, I've not seen my own sperm. Have I?
That looks like a butthole, though.
I think you can just get your butthole checked.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, it's turned into Tron now.
Are these the aliens then?
It just shows that everyone. Oh, Tron in the 80s, what amazing special effects. No, exactly the same as 1968, 2001. No, his eye looks like Hal's eye. Oh, dear me. If this was made today, everyone would think it was shit. Oh, I can't wait for somebody to remake it. A remake of 2001. It's not a fucking auteur.
Is that an otter? That's a seal, sorry.
No, it has to be something like, because Roland Emmerich would make it. It has to be something like Josh Trank, so it goes absolutely tits up, but halfway through, and then Roland Emmerich has to come in to finish it off. But like Josh Trank has cast Shia LaBeouf in it as like the voice of Hal. I feel that Led Zeppelin would turn this down as a video. It might be better if the theme tune to Top of the Pops was playing over the top of it. So it was like ba-da ba-da boom ba-dum ba-dum ba-da ba-da boom ba-dum ba-dum. That'd work. I mean, it's just bollocks now. He's just taking the piss out of us again. Damn. I have seen The Shining, and I also think that's shit as well.
At least it had a story.
Yeah, but it's still proper boring. I think the only Stanley Kubrick film that I've actually really enjoyed is Doctor Strangelove. Oh, his eyes back to normal now, look. Except now he's a monkey having a shit, probably.
Well, he's also got pink eye.
Who the bloody hell is he now?
In Versailles. That looks like Rococo. Oh no.
You're my wife now, Dave.
Fucking hell.
Oh, well, obviously, I mean, Doctor Strangelove wouldn't be anything without Peter Sellers in it. But at least it's funny. And not just the bits that Sellers is in either.
Peter Sellers is a bit of a weirdo, yeah?
Oh, Pete Sellers was an absolute fucking madman. Has he seen himself now? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, he's old and dead, is he? Oh no, he's just blinked.
It looks like Ed Harris.
He does look like Ed Harris. Peter Sellers is an elite as well, isn't he? I feel that the squares on the floor should light up when he walks on them.
Like Saturday Night Fever.
Now, the interesting thing is, Phil, is that I've already seen 2010 with Roy Schneider in. I've already seen it. It was on Channel 4 years ago. I've seen 2010, but I've never seen this. That shit as well. Who's doing all the breathing here? Oh, are we going to see? Who is it? Who is it?
Oh no. Britney Spears has had a miscarriage.
Oh, let's finish everything on a downer. Here we go.
Well, we were having so much fun during this movie. Wait, who is that? Is that...
We don't know yet. I think it's Darth Vader without his helmet on.
That's what I was just about to say, and then you cut me off. I was like, what is that? Darth Vader having his din-dins? That's what I was gonna say. Is it him? With his brain out?
Well, his brain be out. He's just got grey hair.
Oh, sorry. I thought it looked like his head was cut open. My eyes aren't so great.
You're in front of me again here, spoiling the dressing gown. You are. It's when it goes black and we just get noise after the intermission. You end up in front of me again.
Oh, it is his hair. I thought it was his head cut open.
It does look like Steve Martin. If he says now, not mother, it will instantly go up in my estimation. It is him though, as an old man.
Mm-hmm.
Not mother.
Night fever, night fever.
It does look like a disco floor. It should light up when he walks on the different squares and make a noise like it's a Simon. This is eating proper food now.
Mm-hmm.
Just space shite.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of a drink there. I don't know. I never went in Toffs. I went to when it was Fletcher's. But after it became tough, so I don't think I ever went in. Dropped a plate, having a proper good look at it. Oh, she's in proper old in bed now. And dead. Now he looks like Brian Glover. The monkey makeup was better than that.
Yeah, that looks like a testicle.
A shaved one, obviously. Could somebody get me some cheese? Cheese, please. Somebody. Oh, it's the bloody monolith in the room. Look, there you go. Like the elephant in the room, I suppose.
I didn't realize this was an art house movie where we don't fucking understand anything.
Really?
I thought
I
it
thought
was.
that's exactly what it was. Before we'd ever watched it.
I wish there was monkey sense in this.
Oh, now he's a fetus.
Oh dear.
Back to the beginning again. That's quite a famous shot in it from the film.
Is it? I've never seen
Yeah.
that before, but that is not how babies look.
That's the original music, which means it's the fucking end. Bum 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 bum. You lucky bastard. I've definitely got a longer version then than the Sky Cinema version. Bum 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 bum. Here we go, it's the floating fetus in space.
Oh.
Pa-ba-bam. At least you have the universe on your side. I've not had even a fucking blip. The end, mate. It's the end, right? Fade to black. Credits. Oh, thank Christ for that. This film was directed and produced by Stanley Kubrick. Oh.
Wait, there was a screenplay?
Apparently so.
I don't understand what just happened.
Me neither. I mean, I'll never get that time back, will I? Ever. Even though the film suggests that I might do if I get sucked through a fucking black hole. Right, well, thank you for joining me, everyone. I've just got enough time to watch the last 17 hours of Eurovision if you want. Well, tomorrow, we're back tomorrow. I'm doing 1001 Films Before 50 live, because we'll be watching On the Town as it goes out on BBC Two. And then as soon as it finishes at 3 o'clock, I'm out the door ready to go to rehearsal. So, thank you for joining me, everyone. Bye-bye. And
Bye.
see you all soon.